Hello and welcome to Morning Call for Wednesday, the 10th of July 2019. Sorry, I'm a bit off my game this morning. I had to restart the show intro. It's been a long night last night doing podcasts. Anyway, good morning. I'm Fab from Hamburg. Morning. Yeah, it's still barely morning. Here to bring you tech news, so let's get into it. We have, of course, one of the things. Oh, something is. Sorry, everything's broken as well. Like I'm trying to get the chat up here, and chat isn't.
Priority
working.
1 message from Starfleet coming in on secured channel.
Well,
you did not
Mike
stay
has
up
just
late to make
subscribed.
podcasts.
That is working.
Did you?
Thank you, Mike. At least something is working. Thanks for resubscribing there, buddy. Yeah, I don't know, it's something is going on. Well, that seems to work. I can see the chat now, hopefully. Anyway, sorry for the delays. Anyway, yeah, Mike knows how I feel. He was up last night as well, recording with me. That was fun, but it's like, whoa, the mornings after are a killer. Anyway, let's get into these news. That's what you're here for. So first off, of course, we have Patch Tuesday. We had Patch Tuesday yesterday, so Microsoft patching as usual. Some vulnerabilities. There's one in SQL Server, for example, but it doesn't really, like the register says about this, real world exploitation is unlikely in our eyes because a hacker would have to somehow execute an arbitrary SQL query. So it's a remote code execution flaw via SQL query. And if that's the case, the installation is essentially owned anyway. So yeah. But Microsoft fixed that. They fixed some vulnerabilities in Docker. Goes to show what a crazy world we live in, where Microsoft is now fixing Docker. God, they're really an open source company now. There's a vulnerability in the Windows DHCP server, where you can send malicious packet and then execute code. Yeah. Some other stuff. Of course, Adobe also pushing out updates. Nothing for Flash and Acrobat, but vulnerabilities in Bridge CC and in Dreamweaver, that is still around. My God. And SAP has also published updates. So if you got the little thing, when you want to shut down Windows and it says we got some updates, do that. Otherwise, it'll just surprise you in the middle of work or play. So go and do those updates, but not right now. You're watching this, not on the machine you're watching this, okay? Deal. Anyway, Marriott was hit. So the UK Information Commissioner's Office is on a roll after hitting British Airways with a huge fine. They now have hit Marriott because they 99 million pounds they'll have to pay. They lost in last year, end of last year, they lost 383 million, like the data of 383 million reservations. Um, and yeah, it's so a lot more data than BA lost. Although their fine is smaller. It's not quite the expense of a Boeing 747. But yeah, they're on a roll. They're smacking out the fines. Obviously, basically nothing to do with Brexit, because even while Brexit was going on, the UK government basically assured that the GDPR would be enforced even after the UK left the European Union. So I guess those fines will come on rolling. IBM now owns Red Hat. It's official. It's just a matter of antitrust oversight, I think. So the government office in the US that is responsible for this has said, yeah, that's okay. So IBM has bought all shares of Red Hat for 190 US dollars per share. So that would make it 34 billion US dollars they paid, and I guess some people with Red Hat stock probably made out quite well on that deal. So yeah, so it's now official. It's no blue hat. Yeah, nothing more to say about that. Basically, just formalities. The the British Internet Service Providers Association has recalled their statement that Mozilla is a villain of the internet. And I'm gonna probably just read a little bit of this from the register because it's just gold. Okay, headline: Internet imbeciles, aka British ISP lobbyists, backtrack on dubbing Mozilla a villain for DNS over HTTPS support. Claims nomination was lighthearted, so they can laugh off this lighthearted article too. The Brain-Dead Internet Service Providers Association, ISPA, has backtracked on its nomination of Mozilla as a, quote, internet villain for 2019 after online outcry. Quote, in the 21 years the event has been running, it is probably fair to say that no other nominations have generated such strong opinion, end quote. The bonkers lobbying organization said in a post on Tuesday, announcing the decision to unvillainize the open source outfit. Quote, the villain category is intended to draw attention to an important issue in a light-hearted manner, end quote, explained the hapless fools. But, quote, but this year has clearly sent the wrong message, one that doesn't reflect ISPA's genuine desire to engage in a constructive dialogue. ISPA is therefore withdrawing the Mozilla nomination in Internet Villain category this year. The association staff of disappointment magnets, just kidding, ISPA, just some lighthearted fun, decided that Mozilla's decision to improve the general security of the internet by adopting the DNS over HTTPS DOE standard was worthy of scorn, albeit that good old lighthearted scorn, and used their Internet Heroes and Villains annual awards to highlight their wrong-headed opposition to the idea. This register article is great. They're on a roll. I just wanted to read some of that. That's just gold. Speaking of Mozilla, oh, nice photo of a fox here. Once again, the register, giving us our money's worth. Haven't paid anything, but they're great anyway. Mozilla has kicked out I think it's a security company, a company called Dark Matter, which is based in the United Arab Emirates. And they have a CA now, and Mozilla has put that on their CA block list, basically explaining that Dark Matter has been called out in several reports by other security companies and also press reports of basically being a spying outfit and using their power as a certificate authority. So they have a certificate, a CA business called Digital Trust, just to spy on people. Right? If you're a CA, you obviously have root certificates. You can decrypt um, SSL traffic. So they've been called out. Dark Matter has been like Reuters reported that they were part of Project Raven, which was like an Emirates spying thing where they basically spied on. They were assisted by former, I think, CIA. It was like this report on like this team they had, like these people who basically used to work for the CIA and NSA, and then went freelance and were they contracting with the UAE to spy on people's phones and stuff. And they were spying on foreign governments, on journalists, and I think in London, and I think on a Saudi prince or emir or something. Anyway, so I think generally good decision from Mozilla to kick. I mean, better safe than sorry. Mozilla basically in this process, they're both sides of the argument. Dark Matter has always denied that this is going on, but safety of the general public is at stake. So I think with SSLCAs, better be safe than sorry. Yeah, and one last story. I hope this won't get me banned off Twitch. But so the Register reporting. I don't know if you heard about this, but there's this thing called there was this artificial intelligence software briefly available called Deep Nude, which would so you'd feed it a picture of a woman, and it would then substitute the clothing for a semi-realistic naked body, depending on how well it worked. And that was available on the net. Now it's been kicked off everywhere. It's been kicked off GitHub. GitHub's been kicking it off its repositories. But also Discord apparently, it bans people, links to service, but also banned accounts asking about this, searching for this stuff, and one of the accounts they banned was from the Register. As the Register says, a Discord account used by the Register to, for journalistic reasons, investigate the spread of cracked versions of the paid-for software, was terminated on Monday night this week. So Discord cracking down on this. Yeah. I also like the they had like what was it somewhere the Register was kind of explaining what Deep Nude is. Let me just try to find this. So they're basically explaining here how this works. Yes, and they're here. I found it. They're basically describing Deep Nude as when this misogynistic monstrosity went viral and the internet detonated with rage, its creators swiftly deleted the application from their website, begged people to stop using and copying it, and tried to pretend it all never happened. Like, you create something like this and you're like, oh, I wasn't aware this would be the consequences. I just wanted to see women naked. I mean, what? At least if you're doing creepy shit like that, A, try to do it anonymously, or B, live by your convictions, I guess. I don't know. So don't discuss this. Don't link this on Discord, or you'll be no linking on the Six Gun Discord. I don't want anything happen to us. I don't want us to be banned. Okay. I'm gonna use my own journalistic accounts to look this stuff up. Anyway, yeah. So that's it once again for today. As you can tell, we're still a bit in the summer lull. I don't know. I was on holiday and I had like this week to work and do the show, because next week I'm gonna be away for another week, and I was like, yeah, let's get stuck into it. Let's do stuff in this week, and let's get stuff out, and basically it's fuck all happening. But I will persevere. I will bring you a show tomorrow and on Friday as well, and then I'll just be leaving for for basically another week of holiday, and after that I'm back for good. But yeah, I hope, still full of hope that we'll have more news tomorrow. Until then, I hope you have a nice day, nice constructive work day, and your brains is working better than mine right now. Don't podcast till like 2 o'clock at night. Drinking a lot of alcohol. It's not good for the brain, you know. Believe me. Anyway, have a have a good day. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.